Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and welcome back to the Gallowgateshots YouTube channel. We're back tonight with the 3/4 of the Always Smiling Faces boys. So tonight I'm your host because Chris is off doing much more interesting things than sitting here watching Newcastle United. But I am joined by the other two handsome lads. We've got Stephen Best, who's getting tucked into a lovely bowl of tortellini there.
And very lovely it is as well, lads. Spinach and ricotta with a mushroom sauce and bits of pancetta. It's a touch. It's a touch.
Hey, fancy, very fancy. And swinging there in his garden chair, enjoying the summer sunshine, is of course Mr. Decker Petrie.
Thank you very much. Yes, I've got a beer. I have no food tonight so far, anyway. But when full time happens, my Chinese will be on its order. So, but yeah, how are you doing, Mark? You okay, mate?
Chicken and black bean sauce tonight, is it?
100% boiled rice. I will get chips, so there's a few extra sins there, but yeah, gotta treat yourself, haven't you?
You've got a why not? It's Friday, it's the weekend, so we are just about to get started with the watch along. So before we do, we'll have a just quick little look at the lineup, boys. So Bestie, a couple of changes that we can see in the starting lineup. What's your thoughts?
I can't see because I've just put my icon in front of the screen.
So Crafts came in for Clark, and Willicks came in for Sean Longstaff.
I don't think you could argue with either change, really. Clark, I mean, as much as I like Clark and as much as I think it's been a good signing, he has hit a bit of a dip in form over the last month, maybe. So, or maybe it's 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit harsh. So, yeah, I don't think anyone's that happy with Emil Kraft, but I think a change at the back was probably needed. Looking at the bench, you've got to assume that there's no other centre halves available. I mean, Cher's suspended. Lascelles knackered.
Yeah, he's still out, isn't he? Might get back for the end of the season.
So there's not really much else they can do. Is it Kraft Fernandez? I mean, Dummett's been a left back predominantly for, wasn't he, over his career? So you've only really got one kind of 1-2 centre half there, if you want to say that. And Willock for Longstaff. I mean, Willock could have come in for either Longstaff or Shelby for me, and it would have been a positive change. So. Yeah, I mean, midfield-wise, certainly happy with it. Defensively, kind of the hand's been forced a little bit, hasn't it? So we'll see what happens. I could imagine Clark coming on, especially if we're still in the game in the last half hour or so.
That's it. And speaking of centre halves, Decker, we were seeing in the just before the teams were coming out, Johnny Evans went off injured during the warm-up, so that's a late change for the Leicester team.
Yeah, it's a good change. Yeah, it's good for us without any doubt. I mean, I know they've got quality in that area, but I mean, Johnny Evans is arguably, their most experienced and consistent centre half, right? I mean, he's done very well since he went to Leicester, actually. So yes, I'm sure Wilson will be happy that he's not on. In regards to our lineup, I mean, I heard Bruce there just say before that Clark isn't fit enough to play. But I'm still surprised to see him on the bench, if I'm honest with you. If that is the case, that does shock us. I'm just a bit worried about centre midfield, depending on how that goes or looks. If we play with two in midfield and it's going to be Willock and Shelby, I do worry that we'll just get outran all night long. But
especially against the four they've got in there, eh?
Oh, yeah,
we know how strong their midfield is. So, and of course, Vardy fit for them up front as well. But we have got our 3 big hitters up top as well today. So all 3 of them with Miggy, Wilson and Saint starting up front for us. So there is a little bit of hope in there for us, or hope, as Mr. Bruce likes to say. So we will see what the next 90 minutes bring. But as ever, those that are watching along with us, we have synchronised the 3 of us. Or had just a couple of minutes ago before we
had
went
a great
live,
dance sorted, didn't we? Synchronised this lovely dance sorted.
But we've just got the Newcastle team going across the screen at the moment. So if anybody is wanting to watch along with us, as ever, if you pause when the players take the knee, and we'll give you the shout when that happens for us. But we've got it looks like a midfield 5 that they're showing on us with 2 up front, which I can't see that being the case. I think it'll probably be a flat 5 at the back, and obviously Murphy and Richie looking to get forward, and then the 3 in midfield, and then the 2 some over 5-3-2.
We spoke about this, didn't we, just Monday gone, about Miggy playing left of the 3, give him a 3 in the back, 3 at the back, and then 3 immediately in front. And Miggy is not a left-sided centre midfielder, is he? It just doesn't seem to suit him at all, and I feel as if we're just sort of shoehorning them in, but let's hope obviously it works, but I can't say it personally.
So the players have just taken the knee now on our stream. So again, if you're watching along at home and you're pausing, and they're back on the feet now. So hopefully you're back in sync with us, and we're underway at St. Maximum with the kickoff. So here we go then, boys. Just starting. Shelby, not straight to the corner flag this time, straight to Schmeichel instead.
Yeah. It took him 5 extra seconds before he kicked it long.
Yeah, it wasn't directly from the kickoff, but how do you see this one going tonight, Derek? Derek, where did that come from?
Well, it's all right. It's all right. It's Friday. It's not being cold worse.
Your Sunday name.
I hate to say this, but I'm going perhaps 3 or 4 Leicester. And obviously, I hope I'm wrong, but I do fear the worst because they're a great side. There's no getting away from it.
Yeah, I mean, this
cause problems.
Sorry, lads, I didn't come up for air there, finishing that dinner off, so I felt a bit rude. But yeah, I mean, they showed the league table before the game, and Leicester could go 8 points ahead of West Ham in 5th if they get a good result here, if they beat us. So I mean, this is a good side at the minute. They've got a good manager, Brendan Rodgers. And you were saying there, Johnny Evans isn't playing, but they've still got quality.
Yeah.
Right, it's a really good team. I like. It's weird that you've got West Ham, and West Ham aren't a team that historically I've been that keen on, really, but I quite like them being where they are. They're good to watch, and I kind of feel it's a bit of vindication for Rodgers after the Liverpool carry on, and David Moyes after obviously Man U wasn't very good for him. Sunderland was funny, but it wasn't good for his CV. So, it's something a bit different, I mean. There's been all this patter about the Big Six over the past 2-3 weeks, and it's nice to see teams kind of getting in there and kind of upsetting the apple cart as that's concerned. So, although all that said, I would still obviously want Newcastle to win tonight. Don't like Leicester that much. So,
yeah, of course. I mean, I've got nothing against Leicester at all. All I have for them is admiration in terms of how the club they've become, right? Even after they won the league, of course, I mean, that was unbelievable. Of course it was. But it is, they've still, they're not thereabouts winning the league, but they're still being competitive. They're still progressing.
Yeah. I think a lot of people thought they might drop off, didn't they?
Absolutely. Well, when they lost Maguire, I mean, they lost arguably the best centre-half. Yeah. And it hasn't really faltered them at all. Hasn't changed anything. But Brendan Rodgers is unreal. And I said this since Swansea days to Liverpool days. I think he's a great manager. So I'd like to see them do well.
Did really well at Celtic as well. And I mean,
really well, yeah.
Obviously, the Scottish Premier League, Rangers won the league this year, but they weren't quite the team that they are now. When you can ask the question, if Rodgers was at Celtic, would he have kept playing the right way, or getting the results, or were they going that way anyway? So, but I think he's a fantastic manager.
Unreal. Yeah.
And that he's
two I wanted before. Well, when we lost McLaren, Brendan Rodgers was the only person I wanted, and obviously the Rafa situation, of course, I never ever expected. But Brendan Rodgers was the person I wanted because I just think he's brilliant. But then obviously Rafa came and knocked on the door, and we quite happily took him with open arms. But
David's in agreement. He's a great manager. He has done very, very well there, hasn't he? Since he's gone there, and obviously at Liverpool, we know how it kind of ended up. But he's right. His opinion on Bruce this week was a little bit of a strange one. Towing that media line that he's done a great job at Newcastle when we're not quite sure that is the case.
Well, I mean, it isn't the case, is it? It's kind of demonstrably not the case at all.
Depends who you believe and listen to, isn't it?
Well, it does. But I mean, if you had a manager come out, like if Brendan Rodgers had said, "Oh no, he's shite, he's got to go." I mean, that's not what happens, is it? It's kind of the papers are full of it, and they'd be trying to work up some sort of beef between them. So it's just what managers do. It's all platitudes, and they'll have that glass of wine or that half a ale or whatever full time, and have that big get together, and it'll be all nice and pleasant and good luck for the rest of the season. But yeah, Brendan Rodgers can't be looking at Newcastle and thinking like, oh God, they're going well this year.
No, exactly. Yeah. Well, how can I can't believe anyone would say that someone's doing a good job when you're sitting 17th.
Nah.
I mean, well, I'll take that back. Maybe if you've just came into the division, sorry, like, I don't know. Let's say someone gets promoted from the Championship who perhaps, maybe shouldn't, and then came 17th. It's a great season because they've stayed in the division. But someone that's been in the Premier League as long as we have now since being promoted, 5 years or 4 years, whatever it's been, to say that you're doing a good job sitting in 17th is just, that's not the case, in my opinion.
It's nonsense. And, like, I've seen the point made, it was NUFC Threat Level made it either yesterday or the day before, saying, like, this is a team that off 17th and are playing like a first team up team. Or, that kind of Newcastle seem to be regarded as like a brand new team in the Premier League. Whereas we've been up for this is our fourth season now. And that season in the Championship it shouldn't have happened. That was it deserved to go down, don't get us wrong. But it was just totally needless. So yeah, it's almost patronising when people say Newcastle going really well. Good old Newcastle. I think, well, now what this is our fourth. We're going to go into our fifth year in the Premier League next season. Should we stay up? Which I think we're going to.
Played Saint.
And yeah, with 17th isn't good enough. I mean, if Barnsley come up, they'd probably be happy with 17th next season. But
yes,
Norwich,
that's what I mean, and you're right. That type of team, yes. If a Barnsley happened to get promoted, 17th would be incredible for them, and good luck to them. But for us, it's not right.
Any promoted team, you think, right, stay up, and that's your first target, and then build. Look at Villa this season. Look at Leeds. This is Leeds' first season, and they're doing all right. Brighton have kind of struggled a bit, but they're doing okay. But okay enough, I suppose. Wolves, lower mid-table at the minute, they've had a really bad run. Like after 2 or 3 years in the Premier League, you shouldn't be looking over your shoulder all the time like we are. I mean, fair enough, you might be mid-table, lower mid-table, but 17th in the league, and then to get told like your manager's doing a good job, it just doesn't wash away at all.
Absolutely right.
But it's not his fault, Bestie. It's because dark forces are at work. That's the problem, as we all know.
By all accounts, yeah. Aye. It's just another quiet few days.
I did find it quite ironic that the biggest dark force that's played its part in Newcastle's history over the last decade and a bit comes out with a line like that.
Man. See that stat, Andy Cole, man. First minutes per goal in history, minimum 4 goals. Andy Cole, unreal.
It was unbelievable, mate.
Remy was on there as well. To be fair.
Oh, don't get me started on him again. It'll make us all teary-eyed.
Andy Cole.
Well, I just want to say one thing. We're 7 minutes and 14 seconds in by my clock, and this has been hopeless. We haven't been able to keep hold of the ball for more than a second. Right, here we go. Go on, son.
Come on, Richie. Ooh. Yeah, you're right. Like, it has been a little bit just giving up possession easily as we normally do, isn't it? But
which is infuriating at this level.
A couple of little chances as well, Leicester, haven't they? I mean, I know that the one from Maddison was an easy take for Dubravka, pretty much rolled to him, but you don't want to give them too many of those opportunities, especially a player of his quality as well.
Get it wide.
But at least Miggy's busy on the ball, as usual.
Get over the overlap, that's it. Just be brave on the ball and have a look. That's it, have a look.
That is one thing that we might get with Kraft playing today. Is we do know he likes to. Oh, go on. We do know he likes to get forward. He might link up with Murphy. So
yeah, I do agree there. What it's interesting to see if he's a right-sided centre half, right? That's the position he's playing. Just how aggressive he was going forward there. He was right wing there. So that's quite strange to see that from us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we see Richie doing it down the left-hand side, getting up forward and supporting.
Go on.
Saint, well won.
But hang on.
Oh, how are
I was going to say.
Yeah, thought.
I'd like to see that again.
The box there.
It wasn't not, aye.
It looked closer. We'll see on the replay how close exactly it was.
Oh, just.
A couple of yards, isn't it? A couple of yards. Yeah. Dangerous hanging your foot out like that, though.
Listen, done him there, like, didn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He absolutely done him.
I normally like him. I think he's a decent defender, and I'm not going to attempt to say his name.
No, I wouldn't either. It looks like something off like some kind of Assassin's Creed film, or I don't know, some kind of film like that anyway. So it looks like to me.
He does a bit so too with the ponytail and the
yeah.
Kind of
Yeah, basically, whip it in, go for that far corner, and just wish for a flick or anything. You just drive it in as if you're going for goal.
It's close enough and good angle, isn't it?
That's well.
Go on, second attempt. Make sure you're onside. Go on, Miggy. Or
That's a good ball, though.
Get off. Go on, Saint.
He's drowned out, yeah.
Pass it. Needed to release that earlier there. Look at these piling forward, though, man.
Yeah.
This is what worries me, them on the break. That's handball, surely.
Oh, he's done well there, Murphy, He's lucky, but he's done well.
I said breathe.
Out for a throw there.
Just breathe, man. Well
done. My worry is that when they get their ball, the ball like that, just to hit us on the break, because we know what they're like, and with Iheanacho and Vardy playing up top for them, and Maddison, Tielemans, etc., they'll just absolutely fly up against us, won't they?
Yeah, they will do.
Just got to be careful with that midfield.
And he's put that.
You think at his age? Yeah, he was evens, wasn't he, for one shot on target?
Yeah, I put that on
Printing
every week.
Money, that.
It is. I think it is, and I put it on it's surely that's got to come in, right? Well done, good nick that.
I don't know if your sound's gone funny there, Decker, or if it's me.
I think it is.
Sound all right to you?
No, Decker, you do sound a little bit.
You keep going a little bit tinny.
Through a walkie-talkie or something, maybe.
Oh, maybe me internet.
It's kind of coming and going.
It comes and goes, yeah. But yeah, we all know what Vardy can do with that ball over the top, isn't it? He's got offside there, but
he's been doing
it's a dangerous ball.
Since Leicester came up, what was that, 2014-15? No, 13-14.
Yeah.
Like since that season where they had the great escape, and he's just been phenomenal since.
Well, that's a stat and a half, isn't it? Brendan Rodgers has won 4 out of 5.
What was that against Bruce?
Against Newcastle, as Leicester manager.
Pound line, mighty fuck off. Aye, Dark Forces, aye. Is it still bad now, is it?
Nah, no, it's bad now, Decker, no. No, it's bad now.
Yeah, I hope it's Daryl's hoping it was a new one and you haven't smashed that one.
No, this is a new one, Jabra one. It's actually quite good. Well, normally. So no Cal's saying there, dangerous from Murphy. He has been getting forward well down that wing, and as we say, just linking up nicely with Kraft as well on an overlap and centre backs, but decent opportunity, another free kick in a dangerous position from Newcastle.
Yeah, last couple of minutes we've got forward pretty well with it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, should probably do better there,
Yeah, he's got time there. Isn't he?
It's a kick cut. It's ever since he got the trim.
Oh, he just glances it, doesn't he? If he gets a bit of power in his neck there, it's...
Looks like it comes to the top of his head a bit. I couldn't tell from there.
Good effort.
That is a good opportunity. It was a nice ball in, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. Is it better now, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, spot on now.
Sure? All right, spot on. I think it's the USB. I hadn't moved it slightly. Just let us know if it happens again.
So, got some strange individual in the comments tonight is asking us a question. He looks like a bit of a wrong'un.
Love the watch-alongs. What's your thought on some fans turning against? Has that been happening? Has it? I've not noticed that.
Yeah, so I've noticed that today there was a lot of calls for him not to be dropped in favour of Willock. Which, I mean, I'm a big fan of him. There's a lot of people, calling him, headless chicken and all of that kind of thing. But he's a victim, as we've talked about earlier in this stream, and as we've mentioned in previous. Like, he's getting played out of position. So how can you expect him to be at his best when we're asking him, like you said, Decker, to play either the left of midfield or the right of midfield in a midfield 3? So you still love Miggy?
I do, yes. I don't think I don't think to like criticize him or turn on him. I don't know how aggressive it's been, but I certainly think you're allowed to ask questions over his performances. Like, you know, there's been no assists, no real chances on goal, no threat, not really doing anything, really, to be perfectly honest. But he works hard and he's got a lot of energy. I certainly wouldn't not have him in the team, but I still think you can ask questions of his performances though, because he has been poor, right, for quite a while.
I think the last couple of weeks, I mean, certainly Liverpool away sticks in mind a little bit. Last weekend, he hasn't been. His form has dipped. Same as we said about Kieran Clark. I mean, is it bad enough to drop him? I suppose the problem is who
Hendrick comes in.
It's you've got Hendrick, or you're playing Longstaff, Shelby, who have been, if anything, I think worse than Miggy. And I think Miggy, even when he's not playing very well, still offers a lot more than those other players. Like, so you've got to keep him in for me. And now, I'm not saying he's been fantastic. I don't think he has been this last month or so. But
what a ball that is! What a ball!
It is. Go on.
Square it.
This is it. Go on,
see it.
He's missed.
Oh, that's poor finishing. That like.
It's a great save, mind.
It's a fantastic save, that, isn't it?
Lads, you were about
from Murphy.
He's about 2 seconds ahead of us, and it's excruciating.
Oh. I'll pause it if you want.
Oh no, I'll let him live with it.
Mind. I'll tell you what.
I'm turning off at 9 o'clock anyway because Alan Partridge is on. So
that's some save, like, to be fair.
He comes
out. Oh, you know, it's just like it's exactly what his dad would do. That come out.
My dad
come out. Made himself massive.
Like, spread his legs.
Great goalkeeping that.
I don't really think there's much else Saint can do there, if I'm honest with you.
Maybe I was like harsh on Saint.
Yeah. What a save that is. Mind you, if Joe Linton misses it, there's uprose, to be honest, but it's some save for me, that, like. That ball from Murphy was tremendous, like.
Yeah, it was. Got her away well. Yeah, we were just giving him praise as well for what he was doing out on that right side, and he pulls that ball through, and Wilson does very well to get along. Thank you, Ian. Thanks for being back with us.
Cheers, Ian.
I think David might have jinxed us. Let's hope not.
I'm hoping David's talking about us rather than.
Well, yes, maybe.
In fairness, that were touches in the box, Christ, when he had one in the first half last week. But in fairness, I mean, I said the first 7 minutes was very poor, and it was. But since I said that, I think we've actually played really well.
Yeah, it hasn't been bad, has it?
Coming
into the game.
Mark, what you're going to be having for dinner? Or for tea, sorry?
I had mine before we started. So it's decided, as it's Friday, take advantage of a fish shop Friday. So went for a classic fish and chips.
I did kind of to bring my what would I call it, the kind of the standard of my food stuff for today. I did buy a bag of frozen kebab meat from Home Bargains earlier as well. So that'll probably be in the fridge for about 10 years. The freezer, sorry.
Have you seen the one Asda does? Next time you go in Asda, right, go to that aisle where it's got their version of frozen kebab in, and just please look at the box that it comes in.
Box?
The box, the packaging. It is the most basic, like, scabby-ish package you could ever imagine. Like
the old Asda farm stores ones that are just white and green.
Yeah, it's like one of them, and it's just got like "I'm kebab" on the box. That's it. Like, honestly, it's just awful.
Is it Asda Smart Price kebab meat?
I'm gonna have to take a picture and send you just how bad it is. Every time I go in, I always go and look and just go, "What the fuck," and then just move on. Like, it's just horrendous. Like, honestly. I'm sure it's just like a white box with blue line, like one blue line on it, just says kebab, and it's got a picture of a plate with it sitting on, but it looks awful dead dry, and it's just wrong.
No.
So we've got backseat driver in the comments, because I've been waiting for a little bit of a break in the chat to be able to do this, but Chris is banging on about it in the comments as well. But as we do have a new member, Ian, which I was just about to get to before our backseat driver, who couldn't be asked to come on tonight, but he's still in the comments giving us loads of grief, is it wants us to mention the fact that for all of our members, we do have a little secret society. So you can now find the Gallowgateshots Telegram account over there. So another perk for our members is if you sign up, you get exclusive access, 24-hour access to all of us from the Gallowgateshots YouTube channel. We mightn't answer you, but you still can ask us questions or send us stuff 24 hours a day on Telegram. But yeah, it's you've got that. You can interact with us and, of course, all the other members. So everybody that's in the comments there tonight, there's quite a few of them that are obviously members of the channel and do get into the chat. It's been very nice having daily chats for the last few days with you all. So thank you for that. Keep coming into that into our secret group that gets you access.
So we're the Illuminati now, secret society, yeah?
That's it, secret society.
It's also helping fund legal action against the Premier League.
True, yeah. Well, we did write that letter. We sent it in. So
we did. So. We'll have to step aside. We had to step aside recently, so...
Yeah, true, yeah.
It's a very sore subject altogether.
Yeah, just right.
So Keegan's got a question for you, Decker.
Oh, yeah. What's Decker and his weird chairs? It is a sex swing. That's what it is. Tell me, second child was conceived.
I hope you cleaned it before sitting back in it.
Oh, absolutely. Stink me after a good session. But yeah. No, this is a lovely chair. This one. I sit and work here all day. It's lovely. Yes, thanks, Christopher. Go on, you in?
Oh, go on, son. Go on, Willick.
Yes!
Yes! Get in!
Get in, son. Get in, you beauty lad.
What a run of form this kid is on.
I am. Again, I saw Mark absolutely scream there, and I thought, just don't do the Chris face. From the Liverpool game, it's you know what it is? I saw you on shoe again before the game when I said,
yeah. It's,
well done, son.
That's a poor touch, and then Willick just
Assassin's Creed bloke.
Picks pockets.
Good finish that, isn't
That's
it?
a very, very good finish. That
it's great closing down that.
Tell you, Johnny Evans getting injured was a good thing. Whip, see ya.
Oh, hello. That's very good from Willick, though. He's very aware and on his toes straight away. I mean, how often do we see, our forward line not being kind of awake to situations like that? So fair play to him.
Fantastic, that like.
And what a finish that is.
Being signing him like, oh.
No. We're very passive at times in the middle of the park where we just kind of let them play and we sit behind the ball. Willick's gone. He's done exactly the right thing. It's paid off for him. It's brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Lovely Joe Willick. Little Joe. Joel, saying Joe.
I actually think we've. I think we deserve it. If I'm being honest with you,
I think probably right there. There's been 15 minutes since you said they're playing shite. They've been great so far. Like,
yeah.
It's a good point from Alan there. Yeah, he's in a hell of a run of form at the minute, isn't he?
Oh, he really is. Is that 5 and 4 now?
4 or 5 now. Yeah. 5 goals and 4 appearances.
Amazing. Class. What a finish that is. But as you say, though, like it's great to see a midfielder like pressing, isn't it? Pressing them into a mistake. Yeah, sorry. Am I ahead of you? Should I pause it for like a second, literally? What second do you on, Mark?
I am on, time check, 23 minutes and 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Right. Bestie,
are you slightly behind that, Bestie? Or?
41, 42, 43.
Right, let's pause 44. It for him, right?
So I'll quickly pause then.
God bless you.
So I'll pause on 23:55. Matt Ritchie's having a squat. Looks like he's just curling one off.
55 now.
There you go. That'll do.
He's limping a bit there, Richie, isn't he?
He is limping a little bit, isn't he? Having a stretch and a feel of his calf, or is it his groin, or his inner thigh? One of the three.
Wait. Oh, hey.
That's a good ball in that. Oh, what a save that is.
I think it was straight at him, but it was a good save. I thought it was in, I must admit, when I seen the header.
I did.
Oh, that was a very good delivery and a good header. good reactions, I think. We're not going to get to see a replay for a little while here either, are we? With this, the ball not going out. Yeah, it looked on the face of it a good save to me.
Keep up.
Like you said,
yes, well done.
Has just said that Fofana, who took that header, still hasn't scored for Leicester. So get your mortgage on him now.
Yeah, it's pretty much straight on him, but still you've got to save it. You know what I mean?
He'll get down well there.
Yeah, it is.
Just as well Shelby was there, like if that was a Leicester player, that was a goal.
Yeah. That's a lovely ball in for Tielemans, isn't it?
He's catching well as well.
What a great header that is.
Bounce.
Bit of luck that it's straight down like, but
that's a little bit.
Yes, good pressure again.
Come on, Mickey.
You know what it is?
See, look at this. How often do we talk about this?
So look at that. Yeah, you've got to press. You've got to press people into mistakes.
Back the keeper. There you go.
Careful.
But when you press out the pitch, your teams make those mistakes.
Turn and go. Go on, get up. Look at your space you've got.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that would have been nice as well.
Oh, look at that.
On your bike. And again.
Lads. Come it back. Oh, that's a slide on.
Go on, son. Go on, son.
Oh, go on, son. Give it. Put it away.
I feel like Wilson went the wrong way, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I thought so as well. I think the ball across the face to goal was the
one went. Yeah,
he should have kept going to the back stick. Has he given a foul there? Never.
Oh, I think he has. Yeah. If you watch here where Wilson goes, if he carries on coming towards the screen, like towards us, if that makes sense.
He just needs to get into the space.
There's no pass there, is there really?
Why has he done that? He's making it more difficult.
Champion, let's get him off as well. Brighton.
Yeah, take him off.
Johnny Evans is a weird one, isn't it? Because he went to West Brom and it kind of looked like he was finished as not a Premier League player, but as like a kind of a decent standard Champions League, European Premier League player. And he's been cracking for Leicester. I mean, 3-4 years now, maybe?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he has. Yeah. Because he was obviously he went to Sunderland, didn't he? And Sunderland wanted to sign him for a loan for a bit, didn't he?
I think
he's been some pro.
Was it when Wes Brown went? Him and Wes Brown went from Man United.
That was Wes Brown went with Johnny Evans. Not Johnny Evans, sorry. John O'Shea.
John O'Shea. Yeah.
O'Shea, was it?
I think Evans was there at the start of his career, like at the start of before he was getting his game at Man U, really. He was there for a season or so. I mean, he must be, well, he's 30s now.
Oh, he's a canny age, like.
He's been around for a while now.
Yeah, had a good career. He's a good centre half. I like Evans. He's all right.
He's just no nonsense, isn't he?
Yeah.
He can get a bit vicious, like as well. Sometimes he's quite angry in a tackle, like when he wants to be. I just noticed Madison there. Gotta keep an eye on him. He's just he's coming deep for the ball because I don't think he's getting much of it. But we've just got to make sure. Madison has been
on the ball there now.
Yeah, he's been coming deep because he hasn't been getting any of the ball. So I guess that means we've been frustrating him to a degree. Like,
yeah.
It feels a bit early for him to be doing that though. Like it's not even half an hour in yet.
Yeah. He's like coming deeper and deeper.
Like it's what you would see Rooney do quite a lot, wouldn't he? If he wasn't getting the ball, he would pick it up like on a halfway line or something. And
get away. Well done, Richie.
Yeah, well done.
At least he seems to have learned from his Liverpool one the other week, not taking a risk of what's in behind him.
It looks like he's over his knock as well. Looks like he's over that knock because he had a bit of a knock, didn't it? Look like
Tielemans always looks really, really young, doesn't he? He looks like he's like a 12-year-old boy.
He must be, but
so 26, like young-faced and rosy cheeks.
Good player again, the same broke.
Good player again.
The whole team and say like, he's all right. Him like that. They're a good side. These Evans with his
a PE teacher, didn't he?
Ankle. Nice.
Got the mascot under his nose as well. That's bad crack. Must be going to John Morrison's. He'll do it there.
Oh,
he's all right, man.
Yeah, that Mark. Come along. Get you on Arsenal fans TV with that crack.
Well done, Wilson, lad. Well done.
Superb, lad.
So, Bestie Chris is asking, do you think we've got any chance of getting Willock on a permanent?
I hope so. I mean, Arsenal it seems to be kind of accepted that £20 million is the amount, isn't it? I mean, we talked about this on, I think, this Monday night, and I was saying I don't know if I've seen enough of him as a 90-minute player to kind of say, yeah, we should get him. But he keeps on popping up with goals. Like, the last 3 games he scored, is it 2 winners and 2 equalisers? Sorry, 2 winners and an equaliser, or vice versa. So he's not the only reason, well, like staying up, but he's a big part of it. So do I think we've got much chance? I think we've got a chance, yeah. It's whether or not he's good enough. It looks like he is, doesn't it? No, I couldn't get around it.
Yeah, I worry. I think another loan. I just worry that, like, if he, that's another goal. If he gets, say, maybe another one before the season's out.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying Arsenal will keep him, but will there be other clubs coming for him? But I think you would like to think that he's enjoying it here. I mean, for as much as can you be enjoying it under Bruce, or enjoy being 17th? But I don't know. I just think if he gets another couple of goals, it's going to be hard, I think, to be really honest.
He's putting himself in a shop window, but isn't he? I mean, what's Mark saying there with an offer to European footballers? Is it the first time in 27 years, did I see this week, that Arsenal haven't qualified for Europe?
Is it? Wouldn't surprise me.
It will be, yeah.
It's a generation.
They're always nailed on for the Europa League, weren't they?
I mean, even going back way back when, the Cup Winners' Cup and stuff like that, and
Go on,
they've always been, they've done well. Get out!
Oh, corner.
Give it a corner.
Giving it? No. Well, it'll go to VAR, won't it?
Well, if it's a foul, it will, yeah. But yeah, Arsenal. I mean, they tend to do well in the cups as well, so there's that side of things. But I think he just.
Does he get something on the ball?
Maybe it's just
like he studs on it, but I'm not convinced he gets it first.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know. Like,
I think
it does come off the side of his foot, like, but
I think he's. I don't think they're going to give it, like.
We'll just score, yeah. Anyway,
not feeling very confident. It's going to be there, is it? Back in.
And again. So, yep. You're ready like a boot there, mate.
Nah, it's too easy, that.
Go on, put the press on, put the squeeze on.
So must have, I'm guessing, Inner Circle as an Arsenal fan.
25 years.
What you've just been saying there, Bestie.
25. I mean, that's 25 years is a huge amount. It's a quarter of a century. That must be one of the longest runs in football. That.
Oh, well.
I mean, getting away from like Rangers, Celtic, and like I don't know. You've got the clubs that win the league every year. In that country, like it's a massive amount of time. That's like a 35-year-old.
Well, it's so well there, by the way.
That's a bloke of 35, like, who wouldn't ever remember Arsenal not being in Europe. It's a huge thing, like.
Yeah, he is. Mark's right there. He's having a great half. Really, he's so involved.
Yeah, he is.
So involved. And this is something I've said before, right? Time check, Julie. 32, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Have a guess what comes next.
Is Steve Bruce taking his prostate cancer badge off?
I didn't actually look. I just seen him rubbing his nose, like hay fever. I wasn't sure.
No, I've not seen it today. I don't know if he's maybe dispensed in it. Bad crack if he has.
Definitely a lot of love for little Joe in the comments.
It's in! Big Thomas, get in! Beauty, man. Get it in!
I'm about 4 seconds ahead of you, lads, and that was the hardest 4 seconds of my life. That waiting for you to not spoil it.
After we paused for you brilliant. As well.
It's choppy. He's not going to give a foul, is he? Oh, he's not giving a foul, is he?
Eh?
No, he's not. It's not my head. He is. So I'm taking liberties.
Oh no,
it's not foul.
Nah, it's never.
Better not be. Great header. I should probably do better, but stink here. Get in. Where's your dad now, eh? Get in there. Well done. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Come on, lads.
What's
Come on, lads. This is unreal. I'm sorry, this is unreal. Brendan, lad.
No. Steve Bruce outthinking Brendan Rodgers.
Me. What's going on here?
Honestly, we've been full value for it, like full value.
I've got to say, I did not see this coming. Like, did not see this coming. So what time are you on then, Bestie?
34, 48, 49, 50. So I think I'm about 4 seconds ahead.
Oh, you're ahead, are you?
Yeah.
I can skip forward, like, that's easy enough.
Go on, then we'll do that.
I've just had a look at the league table.
I'm on 35, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're exactly 2 seconds behind us. I'm 10, 11, 12, 13.
I'm on 12 now, 13, 14, 15, 16.
You're only like half a second behind us there, Decker.
That'll do.
Right, I've synced up as well then. So there we go. So hopefully everybody is round about where we are.
Oh, shit.
Oh, chance, yeah.
Oh, good block.
Good block.
Should do better there. Like, have a look. There must be a ball on. Have a look.
Well, it's away as well there. Oh, it's poor ball. Shelby, that's shocking.
Shelby, that's lazy.
Dreadful.
It was just a little flick of his boot, wasn't he? Oh, save again, Dubravka.
Dubravka needs to tell him, like, Shelby's looking at Murphy there as well, it looked like. He did bottle it, like, but still, it's terrible.
It's a bad ball. It's a hospital ball, that.
Absolutely right, yeah. Absolutely. What Shelby turned around?
Shelby all over. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Turns around and looks at him.
Yeah.
But Shelby all over. It's always he's always looking or pointing at somebody else, isn't he?
Right.
Oh, but that's just a pathetic ball. He's got to get more behind it.
Maybe Murphy was on his heels a little bit. Like, I haven't seen it since, but poor by John Joe. Lads, as things stand, we're 13th. Obviously, there's nowhere to go, like, but
13th.
Fucking hell as well.
It's just night and day, the performance, though, from Arsenal, right?
It's been the same. Not all. Go on to Maximin. Go on,
son.
Go on, skin him. He's rubbish. He's a nightmare. Oh, dear. No.
I'm surprised he didn't.
It really isn't. I mean, from what I saw the Arsenal game, we didn't have the ball, but we look much better here so far. Feels important to say so far.
So,
get up.
Gadji thinks we might have a little bit of a late season run.
In fairness, if you take, I said before, if you take the Arsenal game away, well, form has actually been good. You know what I mean? That Arsenal game just felt a real kick because we had built a bit of momentum and we just didn't really turn up. Great tackle, Miggy.
Well done, Miggy.
Only 15 points off Europe, Mark, with 3 replays. So dust your passport off, lads. Dust your passports off. Get your visas in order.
I'm a little bit in shock.
I've already struggled for goals, I've said, so you can get your mortgage on him, getting one.
Has he had a shot on target yet? I don't think he has he?
Not the 2 saves, but the header from Fofana and who had the shot that I can't remember. Wasn't Vardy though, was it?
Maddison had the shot from distance, didn't he, early on?
Yeah, the one that he kind of threw his cap on.
Aye.
If we can just get through to half time without conceding, that would be arguably the best first away performance. Half performance has been unbelievable, especially against a top 3 side like that. I mean, we've made them look so ordinary. We're really causing them problems when we break, like massive problems.
I had a little giggle at that when you said that as well, Bestie. Fofana.
See, the Bane came in before to say goodnight and she wouldn't come over. she was standing there and she was going, I'm not coming over.
You want to be famous?
No. I was like, just come over, it's all right. She wouldn't come over, like. Close him down. Oh, it's a great ball, that. Well done, Kraft. Well done, Kraft there.
Yeah, I wonder if Dubravka should come for that.
I don't know.
No. Maybe it's a bit far out as well.
Bit far out, isn't it? I was thinking he might have it first, but then when you see it's in that awkward position between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, isn't it?
Corridor one, certainly, Mark. They are.
That's the one.
Wilson's marking him. That's a surprise, like.
Out. That's a push.
Break.
Go on, son. Foul. We'll have that.
Well done, Willick. Well done, mate. Well done.
Yeah, Mike's got a little bit.
Alex back.
Oh, is it? Oh, God.
Yeah.
It must be me internet. That's got to be, isn't it?
I'm not too sure because it's coming and good. Your picture looks fine.
Yeah.
All right. Shall I change Mike then?
It's a good point from Will, that there, bestie.
Not a coincidence that the best present and positive first half performance has come to start. Yeah, I think Will's absolutely spot on there. Kind of we saw for Willick's goal, the way he was on Soyuncu's shoulder even before he made the mistake. Just put the pressure on it. It's exactly the kind of thing that we've missed in midfield. Just that energy and that kind of stamina, you know. And Willick has gone missing in games before, and I dare say there'll be a period in this one where you don't see him for 10, 20 minutes maybe, but I think he's been superb so far.
Yeah. Maybe it's, Mr. Bruce has played a bit of a man management masterclass and just give him a little bit of a rest, give him them few games as coming on as a sub and just got his appetite there to come on and start and go wild. Who knows?
Be careful giving Bruce credit, mate. People will kick off.
It must be another reason. Like I'm not happy about
there was
that.
There was a little bit of sarcasm in there.
Yeah, no.
Go on,
son. Near one in the box for Mike. Well done on the corner. He's causing real problems on that side, like for them, isn't he?
Yeah. I've been really impressed. Right, Where's that badge?
It's not his coat, is it? Unless it's under his lapel.
Possibly it is, aye.
One for you here, Decker.
Yep. No, I don't. I think we've got definitely one more season of him, and I think a lot depends on what we deliver next season. And let's be perfectly honest, it's going to be 15th, 16th, 17th again. But I do think we'll get one more year, and then I think that'll be it. So just enjoy it. Enjoy it while we've got him.
I think that's probably about right. If he keeps on playing the way he has done since he came back from injury, then...
What? Sorry, apologise, Presley.
No, I think if he keeps on playing the way he has done this last month, 6 weeks or so, then yeah, he's not going to be at a club of our level for long, is he?
Well, no, it's just not, is he? Like,
unless this takeover goes through, that is, and I don't really think it will. But you know,
that's you don't expect it with Bruce and the way that kind of things have gone in certainly this season and for the majority of last season. You'd struggle to see we're pushing on, and that's when you could see him get hello, Miggy. That's where you see him getting maybe itchy feet and some of the other clubs coming in and having a little look at him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a World Cup.
Watch that, man. Watch Vardy.
The World Cup next year as well, isn't there? So I mean, albeit next winter, but I don't suppose he's going to be in the shake-up for France, but if he keeps going the way he is, he's going to be putting himself in a picture at least, isn't he? You'd hope.
Yeah, definitely. But speaking of badges, obviously we've been talking about Mr. Bruce's badge. So there's been a few letterboxes going over the last day or two. So I know there's a few of the members and people in the chat have had their delivery of the beautiful Always Smiling Faces podcast badges. A little bit of quality. So I think there's still some available as well to get there. So if you haven't managed to get yours yet.
How come Jack's made Decker look like bloody Gerard Butler there and I look like fucking Hagrid?
I know Chris said that the other day. I don't know. It's just I do look Harry on it, but
chiseled.
And again, I would never say I've been a good-looking guy. Just watching Mike like now, is it any better?
That sounds better, Decker, right?
Yeah, spot on.
Nice. Yeah, cool. Sound.
– 'You've got no chance of him coming down to Wales to post it, Neil.
'Cause I'm not.
You've got any chance of him coming down to Wales to post it, Neil? 'You've got no chance of him coming down to Wales to post it, Neil? 'You've got no chance of him coming down to Wales to post it, Neil?
Hey, I'll tell you what it is. What a half this has been. What a
It really
half.
has been far better than I was expecting. Not wrong with Hargett. What's it? Robbie Coltrane, wasn't it?
I just feel like we've been first to every ball, every 50-50. You know, we're winning. We're battles all over the field. We're breaking in numbers. Oh shit!
Oh yeah, we're going.
Oh, great save!
Oh, save
that's a shot on
again,
target. So there's a tenner.
Well, technically, that's a shot on target, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be. Got to be.
Dubravka's done well, and it looks like he might have heard Vardy as well. So I'll take that on as he's up. The spitting as well with COVID, terrible.
I think that class it's got to be a shot on target. That right now.
Is it going in?
Chris is claiming.
Yeah. Would you be a shot on target panel instead of team one? So we'll take it.
The dubious shots on target committee.
Yeah. Oh, good tackle. Well done, Murphy, lad.
Somebody get on Sky Bet and check if it's paid out yet.
I'm going to have a look now.
That's his trailing leg catches him in the stomach there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it does, aye.
I think the only fear is there's been a few mentions of it is the fact that, you know, we know a couple of weeks ago we're in this position against West Ham, weren't we?
Yeah, it's exactly what I've got in mind as well. There's nothing getting taken for granted in this house, I tell you.
Oh Christ, no, not with us. Handball.
Well done, Richie.
Half time. Well, good for it. Boys.
Fantastic off. Fantastic off.
Wowzers. Thanks, Tobias. We're trying our best.
Doing better without Chris, I think.
You what, mate?
You're doing better without Chris, I think. Like he holds it back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He's the most negative one out of all of us, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's the Jeff Hendrick.
He is. Yeah, he is.
You go.
I'll tell you what, honestly, I can't recall playing as a team like we really looked like we had a plan there. Well, first of all, everyone was committed, you know, chasing the ball down, winning with 50-50s, winning with duels, and we really looked like we had quality going forward. Willock especially, like, really was just, they couldn't handle Willock at all. Wilson looked a threat every time he got the ball.
Willock's
a nice surprise.
I think it feels like he's made a huge difference there, right? It's, I said through the first half there, for a team that's been so passive and happy to let the other team kind of carry the ball right up to halfway and beyond, to be putting the pressure on them. And we've done it a few times this season. I seem to recall we did it when we took the game to West Ham the other week, that Mark just mentioned. Like, we're causing mistakes to happen. And it's working, you know, what half-time 2-0 up, obviously still 45 minutes to go, but that's a great first half.
I honestly can't fault it. I can't fault it. Can't fault it at all. I honestly can't. Maybe we should be 3 up for Saint. So there you go. That's my fault. We're not 3 up. That's honestly all I can say. It's been fantastic.
But as Bestie's just alluded to there, the fact that we are kind of showing a lot more energy, we're closing down. It's something that, you know, me and you in particular bang on a lot about is the pressing, and we've certainly seen a lot of that, not just from we're forward players, but from the whole midfield and defence.
What we need to see now, though, right, and we've said this, I know I've said it a lot of times, right, that I'm not necessarily saying we've played well all the time, but in certain games we may have a really good half an hour, or, you know, perhaps a really good hour, maybe, and then we'll really take our foot off the gas, or we'll come out the second half a completely different team. We either sit back, don't, you know, just try and see a game out. We'll have to continue the same way, same urgency, same aggression. Otherwise we'll just throw it away.
Yeah, you don't want to. Mark Smith just made the point there. You find it easier being 2-0 down than 2-0 up, because it kind of, I think the West Ham game just really kind of put the frighteners on us. I think can handle it, and it shouldn't be like that. 2-0 up. I mean, at 2-0 up, you should have the quality to just kind of, even if you want to shut up shop in the second half away from home, 3 points. If they win this one, then all but certainly safe, aren't they?
Oh,
Fulham need to win all the games. We need to get no more points. So, I mean, that's it. So, it shouldn't be too. But Darryl quite succinctly put as well. Darryl Mitchell-Hill there. If we're digging now, we've seen it happen time and time out. Even going back as far as Pardew, where we just could not sit in the league. A lead by Pardew.
No, we're just not good enough. We're just not good enough at all.
That's the worry, though, isn't it? Is that we have been in this position before where we either play well in the first half or like we are going in up at half time and then we just don't come out for the second half and we do sit back and try to absorb the pressure and we just invite them on and have a go at it. Or, let's face it, Leicester can't get any worse. So they're going to come out with the tails up.
Yeah, that's a good point you've made there. I think for all I'm saying that, we shouldn't do this and we shouldn't do that. I think one thing that we'll have to understand is there is going to be a period in this second half where we're going to come under cosh. It's going to happen. That's football. That's just what it is, right? But if we can get through the first 15 or 20 without conceding, you're in a really good position. And in fairness, them should be pushing on more. So we have every chance to get them on the break again, and a third goal kills it, as Rob's just said there.
I think that's it. I mean, when you've got to Maximan, Wilson, Murphy, Willock, who can all put pressure on a defender, or carry the ball. Almiron as well. Almiron, I think we spoke about. We should have the tools there to kind of really cause them trouble in the second half. So we'll see. I'm very, very happy with our first half, though.
The bet's in, by the way, Mark. If you put it on, it is in. I've just checked my balance here. So,
I've seen
that's not much, but it's.
Matty's put it in the group as well.
Yeah. It's always something to bet with tomorrow. Right, I'm going to go and get another beer, and I shall be back soon.
Yeah, I'm going to grab another couple in there. I'll get the bet against back somewhere. Not leaving you, Mark, because I know it's as the pod, but you know what it is, Keegan? I've been a couple of times to Home Bargains this week looking for, because I had a deal on with 55 pence cans of Red Stripe. I went yesterday and then the one in South Shield today. They've gone. There's no Red Stripe available anymore in Home Bargains, so.
Yeah, well, Decker's on bud as with that fabulous product placement that he's just done there.
It's very subtle, isn't it? Yeah, are you on the court
tonight? I had to struggle to get beer, so I was went to Aldi earlier and had to buy a crate of Coors.
Well, I've so far I've had one of them. So they're rare because they're a pound each in Morrison's. Currently on this one.
Jagged Edge.
One of those lovely boys in reserve. I love these. Lovely beer.
Californian.
Sierra Nevada. Lovely drop. It depends what you like. If you like it's light. It's not like a proper bitter, like a heavy beer. Very tasty indeed. But if you're a lager man, then it's one of those things where it's it can be a bit of a difference.
So that's interesting. Obviously, we can't hear these comments, but apparently saying Souness we deserve to be 2-0 up, which you can't argue with that, right?
I agree completely. Yeah, I think it's fair. I mean, you look at the balance of chances that we've had, the pressure we've put on Leicester high up the pitch. Dubravka, they're kind of showing the Dubravka saves now on the kind of half-time review, and he's made a couple of cracking saves, but really, I think that it's. I think 2-0's pretty much fair. Mind, they are really good saves, but I mean that's weird because the 3 good saves Dubravka's made there, but the 3 saves that he should make, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean the one from the header from the free kick. I mean, I said it was a good save, but like Decker said, it was pretty much straight at him. But he's got to. Yeah. He gets it away and then it drops. It's cleared, but you've got to put yourself in the right positions, don't you? As a goalkeeper, be in a place where you kind of close your goal down, make the angles difficult for the attackers.
That's something I think he does really well, Dubravka as well. It's something I criticised Darlow for quite a bit. More so in years gone by than this season. I thought he improved quite a bit this season, but at times Dubravka's positioning Darlow's position can be a little bit. You think, I mean, I never played at any kind of standard, but Dubravka he's just steady. He's a really good goalkeeper. What's Tom saying there? Get yourself to Central. Tremont French, I'll be absolutely. Well, I'll go at that. Some nice stuff in that Central. Like I often getting a local train, like a Hexham or a Corbridge job. Just get a Central first, get a 4 or a 5 in, and then you're good to go.
Well, lads, he has to have a good second half. All the best, he is.
Guinness, you're on.
Absolutely adore Guinness. Absolutely love it.
I'm going to take me leave a moment, and then hang on. I said before I do that. Keegan says people who order Keegan. Now I heard Decker say he was going to get boiled rice with his Chinese tonight, and Mrs. Best often gets boiled rice with a curry instead of pilau rice, and I think it's a concession too far. Each to their own and all that, but it's not for me. I'm not a boiled rice if you're making a homemade curry or something, but I don't think the calorific difference is worth the difference in taste.
Oh, yeah, it's just for the calories for me, mate. Sins. It's all about the sins.
I've got to say, like me and Tekka have had some disagreements over the air, but I think this is the worst decision he's ever made in his life, to get boiled rice over egg fried. Like so. Oh,
I'm well aware egg fried is on a different level compared to boiled rice. But I'm trying to keep the weight off. And that's the only reason why I'll get boiled. It's just for the weight. It's not for the taste, and I'm well aware that fucking egg fry is better.
I'm gonna.
But would you put? Did you put tomato sauce on it though, Daryl? Did you join the club? Did you put tomato sauce on it? I'm going to best his face.
Where's the fun in boiled rice? Tobias is quite right.
Mine absolutely filthy.
The caveat should be applied that Decker is a fine, slender man, whereas me and Mark, I hope you don't mind saying this, Mark, but maybe it's just the boiled rice is a difference. Maybe if we moved up, if we went to boiled rice. That's where
we're going wrong, isn't it? That's where we're going wrong.
If you had boiled rice, you'd be 13 stone.
But unhappy.
That's true.
Ketchup.
Yeah. Neil's spot on. Absolutely spot on. Tomato sauce with egg fried rice is unbelievable.
Now the ketchup patter started. I'm going to get some more beers because 2 tastes.
Okay, mate. Okay. Did I ever tell you once I had a pint of Stella and I put tomato sauce in that? Did I ever tell you that one?
Oh, dear me. Absolutely wrong.
The lads kind of dared us to do it, but it all curdled at the bottom. The last few glugs was horrific. Honestly, awful. Yeah, it wasn't great, but I remember I put it in and I was like, I didn't expect it to go to the bottom though. For some reason, I thought it would just stay around, and it all just came to the bottom. It was horrific.
Marty's disproving Bestie's theory there. Marty,
I'm as fat as a fat thing.
You're not that fat. So James is asking about the fight tonight. Daft o'clock, innit?
Yeah, I want to watch it, but it's late doors, late doors. I reckon they're going to announce Fury Joshua tonight as well. I think Eddie will announce it tonight. I think it's going to be at Saudi. So I wonder if there's any kickoffs about Saudi then, when the biggest fight in the world's over there. But anyway, I'll not go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, good fight tonight though. Very good fight. And he's back. Bestie's back.
So I've picked some of these up tonight as well, which is I've started getting right into my grapefruit beers recently, and that's an absolute touch. That stuff's beautiful. They're tasty, so tasty.
The cans, it's the cans I think that put me off when I go in the shops and see them. They're just a bit too I don't know why.
Some of them can look a bit twee. There's one Juice Forsyth.
What?
Got, Juice Forsyth, it's called.
Juice Forsyth,
isn't it?
That's amazing.
I can see why that would put people off because it sounds a bit tween, a bit daft, but it's actually really nice.
I didn't mind that.
Talking about putting people off, Bestie. Talking about putting people off. Alan's wondering whether we'll see any subs for the second half.
No, I don't see any reason to be honest with you. With our first half, when everyone, I mean, even the much maligned Emil Kraft had a good first half there. So, but what I can remember at least, so no, I don't see any reason to change anything at the minute. It's weirdly, I think we're going to see Joe at some point, but it feels a bit unnecessary.
Ouster 62 is asking for the thoughts on the ballot. Dear me, it absolutely had my life. Well, actually, it had my life more than once because I decided to try and get amongst the ballot yesterday without even reading me email properly, didn't I? So as soon as the email comes through, I of course didn't read and just clicked the link, and thankfully Mr. Best pointed out me errors of me way.
How long would you have left it if I hadn't said? Would you been up all night, do you reckon?
Well, that's the daft thing is it said like I had that countdown thing to get us in, so I wasn't the only one in the queue. So I was just obviously waiting on that going down. And then obviously it was when you then pointed out that I might want to read the email a little bit closer that I realised I was wasting my time. But
the massive
I then went
horizontal gold bar that says 9 a.m. Friday the 7th.
That's it. So, but I then went on to waste a lot of my time as did a few of the other members of the channel. So, Mr. Chris Wallace, who was bizarrely number 1,892 in the queue. So
that was mad, wasn't it? That was mental.
He was, yeah.
That's because he's a super fan. That's why.
Yeah, legacy fan. Isn't he?
Aye, legacy fan is right. Aye.
But it took me 2 hours and 12 minutes to get through.
I didn't.
I've got two in now. I didn't join any queue. I was very lucky actually, but I've got 2 in the hat. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Great by Joe Willock, that mind.
Oh, amazing! Pressing from the front.
Really, just a couple of touches in bottom corner. Superb.
I just imagine him like just pulling out like a bow and arrow or something, can't you? That defender just going on one knee and just. Oof.
Like climbing up a monastery or something like that.
Keegan, me and you are going to have a falling out, I'm telling you.
Oh.
So we're just about to get
underway
for the second half. Yeah. What do we think is going to happen? Ouster's not feeling confident.
I think Leicester will score early.
I hope not, obviously. I'm just going to turn the light on because it's getting a bit dark in here.
I think Leicester score early is probably the most likely thing to happen. But again, I mean, you kind of hope not. But Newcastle being Newcastle, and we've seen this, but we've been here very recently against West Ham. We'll have to see what happens.
God, that West Ham game. No.
But we haven't just got we haven't got an awful record in I'm going to say Filbert Street, even though it's not there anymore. King Power Stadium. I mean, got a hide in last season, but we've had a few all right results there, haven't we? In the Premier League.
Particularly on a Friday night. I seem to remember, what was that, three seasons ago?
Oh, Perez's one, it was a lovely goal, that one.
Great goal, yeah, the lob. Yeah.
You just know that them would have getting the rocket up their arse. You would imagine, right, at half time for their performance. So I just feel that they'll come out with. At some period of the game, they're going to have a period where they're just going to absolutely batter us.
There was a point made. There was a point in the first half where I'm sure they were talking about the points that have been won from losing positions. And Leicester was something like second or third in the Premier League this season. Yeah. So and Newcastle kind of have surrendered leads this season before as well. So we'll have to see. They should win from here, but I'm not totally confident.
Oh no, I'm not either.
The way that Leicester play, they're always going to cause you problems, aren't you? And I mean, we can see how far they are up the pitch here. They're all. I think they've got every player bar the keeper in our half. So you'll expect them to put that pressure on.
We should be able to break. That's the thing, you can stay compact like this. They can have the ball there all night long for me, no problem. But it's if they're all in our half like they are, it's when we get it. If we just play the right pass. Yeah, it was Tom. It was. Yeah,
I never got there. I've never been to Leicester at all. I don't think.
Have you not?
No.
I've been a few times. Like, I think. Well, to be fair, once for work. But I've been a few times.
A couple of times. So time check. I think Bestie, you was the slightly one ahead. Were you?
I go on, Bestie. You go, and I'll try and sync with you, mate.
I'm 46, 50, 51, 52, 53.
Really?
Oh,
you've dropped behind them because I'm into 47 minutes here.
Right, Mark. We'll pause it at 47, 13.
30, right. So I'm 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Right.
That must be great to watch. An overweight man just counting.
This is the content. This is the content. Yeah, this is why people join us.
Get PewDiePie when someone like he's not done that yet. In his vest.
Hey God. The time is sponsored by Bestie will be 15, 16, 17.
But yeah, you know, it's like you're right there, Decker. What you've just been saying is like we need to Leicester. And like
Are you agreeing with me here, Mark? Yeah.
I know it goes against every fibre of my body, but we just need to like you're saying, just kind of be solid, and then when you get that opportunity, just hit them on the break, which is what Leicester are great at doing. So we've got to almost, as you say, play them at their own game here.
Well, the good thing is you've got abundance of pace in the team, right? We've got Saint, we've got Willock's quite quick, Miggy's fast, Wilson's quick. So there is a lot of Murphy's quick as well. To be fair, I've missed out Murphy there. So there's a lot of that was really poor. Oh, sorry, he's offside.
Offside.
So yeah, so you know, if them bomb on, then we've got every chance. I mean, for example, look at the Saint opportunity in the first half. That came from a quick break, great ball from Murphy, and Wilson's ball as well. And the thing is, when you're on the break like that, it's them decision makings, isn't it? In the final third, the right pass at the right times where it's critical.
I'm only doing 2 times table, and that's it. King Power's one of those new generation flat pack grounds. Yeah, I don't think I've been to that many of the newer grounds. Actually, I like Goodison now, the Hawthorns. I like an old ground, me.
Well played.
It's an awful place to watch football, Goodison, though, isn't it? If you get stuck in one of them seats behind a pillar or towards the back end. Oh, what a ball!
I think King Power reminds us a lot of St Mary's. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just the same. I mean, obviously a Leicester fan, I'll disagree completely, and they've got every right to. But like, it's what a turn, good tackle. But yeah, I'm with Bessie. Like, for example, as much as I'm impressed with Emirates, I absolutely loved Highbury.
Yeah.
The Wembley, I absolutely adore the old Wembley with the 2 towers and that. The new one's shite. For all it might be better, I've been a few times, but
I like the new one. It's a funny one. I do. I just like. I mean, I went down. I had a weekend. It was the first weekend of the championship season. So what's that? 5-6 years ago now. I had a weekend down in London because I had a mate that lived in Westminster. So we stayed at his. Went to the Fulham match on the Friday, and the Saturday we said, we'll try and find a game to go to. And the only game that was on was Millwall home to Oldham. So we'll walk down Bermondsey, went to Millwall, and it's
keep up.
It's not nearly as. I mean, I'm saying it's not nearly as rough as you'd think. It was a sunny summer's afternoon, and Millwall won 3-0, so everyone was dead happy. I dare say if they're getting beat off Charlton, it would have been a different kettle of fish, like. But I like it. I like an old proper. And the new den's not that. It's the new den, so it's not that old. But I do. I just like. I like it. I like a ground. I like a good ground.
Yeah, I don't dislike the new Wembley. I mean, I've been a fair few times for NFL and stuff. I even done a tour of it and that. And it is a lovely stadium.
Aye.
But for me, there's something about the old one, the character, the history. It was just something about the towers. Them 2 towers for me were just absolutely brilliant.
I love watching the old. Like obviously the European Championships coming. I've watched quite a bit of Euro '96 stuff over. That's 25 years actually, because I'm obsessed with that thing. Like, but but when you look at it and just how it, the gap between the goals and the stand and the, cup finals when he's got the teams walking out across that track and it seemed to take like 10 minutes to get to the pitch side and stuff, and like how many
you're right.
The photos of like Liverpool and Leeds coming out there and Sunderland and Leeds from '73, and there was a video doing the rounds because it was the anniversary of the '74 cup final just recently. A video of Bruce Forsyth coming out of the tunnel. You seen that one? Before Newcastle Liverpool in '74, Bruce Forsyth comes out of the tunnel and he's getting booed and whistled. Someone chucks a ball on the pitch and he legs it towards Liverpool and takes 2 or 3 touches and puts it home. And literally within 5 seconds, the crowd are singing his name, and it's like he's just totally turned him like that. But that's like it's all Wembley. There's loads of stuff like that where the new and.
Do you know what I used to love about like cup final day? Like, I remember I used to play football like in the street and that, and I used to come in and me and my dad used to watch it, and the build up was just so amazing that like they would have footage all day. It was on all day. And you'd have you'd see the buses coming in, the crowds and stuff. You'd see the players inspecting the pitch. There was just this massive it was a full day feeling, wasn't it, of the final? Yeah. I loved it. I really did. It's nothing like that now, like nothing.
It was like, I'm sure it started during like live and kicking or going live or whatever the Saturday morning.
It was so early.
And then like from 12 o'clock or whenever it was grandstand started, and you always had the running order at the start of it. It would be interviews with the teams, cup final songs. I used to love the helicopter shot of the bus going to in the current hotels. It looked like Grand Theft Auto almost.
Yep.
It was brilliant. But then
it was unreal, man. Unreal.
Excuse me.
Oh, he's right. Tom's right, though. I mean, I'm being fair here. Like, it stunk of piss. It was horrific. I mean, let's be fair. But I didn't mind that it stinks of piss. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, oh fuck! I had a feeling he was going to do that.
Silly, that's silly.
Yeah, Wilson. He tried to play for the foul himself, but I did think it was a free kick to them. Like, personally.
Yeah, he's stepped under, hasn't he?
Well, he's done a Harry Kane, like, to be fair, and he gets away with it. But
yeah, he does like guy.
But he's not Harry Kane, is he? So that's why.
They almost had free kick goals.
This is a problem, like
for Madison, like, in it.
Yeah, this is a problem. Yeah, it is.
We do this so often. We'll give free kicks away in daft areas.
Yeah, well, I used to say every week when Colbert was here. Hey, come on, son.
Dubravka just needs to get himself in the right place.
Commentators just said there, Madison scored in the last 2 against us.
Yeah.
I think Dubravka will take a couple of steps to his right before he... In that wall, where it is, he can get it up and down Madison, like.
It's surely going to Madison. It's surely going to Dubravka's right, isn't it?
Oh, Christ.
Where I thought it was going, but thankfully it went wide of the post.
I thought Mark would have been off his seat there. Boy. Are you ahead of me then?
Looked closer than it was.
I'm on 60 now.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry, apologise. 54. Sorry, apologise. Wait. Hell, that was close. Christ, that was close.
3 headers. They've had a few free headers, haven't they? From corners.
That's Wilson, though. He's climbing on there as well.
He's Murphy's man, isn't it? It's very easy to get away from him, just a couple of steps forward and back.
Seen that there? Fewest touch. Vardy's only had 15 more touches than I have. That's unreal, that, isn't it? That's unreal, that.
Touch every 3, well, more than touch every 3 minutes. Need to kill us with a third would do. Darryl need it. A third goal would just be nice. Just to, I mean, it's weird being edgy at 2-0 up in it. I'm sure the normal teams go through this.
Oh, I honestly, like, no.
Look at this though. Look at them. 2 of them chasing the ball down. That gives you a little bit of confidence that they want this, doesn't it?
It does.
Putting pressure in right in the corner flag like that.
See, that's the problem. That's the only problem I've got. There, we're winning back right now. We've won it back again. Breathe, and have a look. They ain't panic. Oh, he's done lovely there.
It's a really loose
pass. Oh, give it.
Sorry, I'm ahead of you. Apologise. I'll have to pause.
I've just had a cross from Richie into Schmeichel's hands.
Oh, it's a bad one. Right, just tell us when Vardy gets fucked.
Now.
Yeah. Now. Oh dear. He steps over him, like. Is he going to send him off? Oh, yellow. Vardy does. He's clever there, Vardy, because he just steps in front of Kraft. In a Harry Kane thing here, what's his right leg? Does he?
I don't know. Does he get something on the ball there?
I don't think so.
No.
You'll see from the yeah.
4 bookings.
Well, I must admit, it's him and Shea. I normally put on my bet. Like, I'll normally put like X team to win, player to get booked, and it's always him or Shea normally.
Hayden's normally a safe bet, I would imagine as well. Hayden seems to get
every game, guaranteed. Got sent off here, didn't he? Not so long ago.
Post, have you seen that? There's somebody in behind, just completely unmarked at the behind that. See him coming in for stick. Get out.
That's a foul. Thank you very much.
That's a free kick, surely.
Yeah, he's good. Joe
did well there again. You got a bit of a kick there, like.
Yeah, just waste a minute or 2 there, Joe.
Got half on that, haven't they? Like, it's maybe a dead leg, that, isn't it? Could be a dead leg.
Run it off. He's a machine.
Yeah, he'll be alright. As I say, for me, I don't mind so much, trying to keep compact and what have you. It's just when we get the ball, you have to be better. Have to be better in position.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I hate him.
So he's put a bit of weight on, looks like to me, yeah.
He does look a bit high.
Isn't he? It's because he spends so much time sat on the bench, that's why.
You can get fried rice,
Yeah, he needs a boiled rice. That's right.
I'm surprised he's not playing. Like, it's normally this is his prime time of the season, isn't it? Once you get into the new year, into the spring, he comes to life.
He normally does,
He's like a daffodil.
This is the problem, I'm telling you. It's just starting out with defenders and going back to a goalkeeper and hitting it long.
Yeah. It's familiar, isn't it? It's familiar.
Yep, it is. It is. Stop the cross, man.
Get out.
Oh, it's unlucky, that Miggy.
Well done, Miggy.
He's done well.
Yes, very well, actually. Go on, get there. Oh, he's pulled away.
That's all right.
You're right, though, Decker. When we do get the ball, we just need to... Oh, that's a good ball. That. Oh, well done, Dubs.
That's what I mean, mate. As I say, I have no problem with sitting deep and being hard to beat. I get it. I do get it. What you meant to do, open up and fucking... Like, yeah. But it's when we get the ball is the problem. Have to be more braver on the ball and just chill out, just relax. But every time we get it, you'll just see it go back to the goalkeeper, and then it goes long, and then we've lost it again, and you're in that routine where we can't seem to get out of it. That's what tends to happen to us.
We just need a little bit of calmness on the ball, don't we? Just keep a hold of it, have a little bit of possession, which he's coming on, like, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
We just need to, like you say, just relax a little bit, try and just slow down and get wide out to Richie.
That's it. That's all right.
Try not to go at 100 mile an hour, and I know it's obviously difficult because that's what we want to do. We want to hit them on the break, but when it's just coming straight back at you, that's when you just need to relax.
Wilson's not that front man, is he? Wilson's not that front man as good as he is to hold it up. You know what I mean? So don't give him a ball that's 50 foot in the air. You know what I mean? That's just, give him something to chase. Maybe a ball in behind. I'm not bothered about a long ball that's in behind rather than just like at him. Do you know what I mean? Just up there. They're the ones that frustrate us.
Mark's getting nervous.
Have a look.
We're speaking about yourself in the third person there, Mark. That's very...
Yes.
Good at it. Oh, nearly.
That's out. That's out.
I thought it was.
Mustn't have been the full ball. Come on, Sid.
I've done well there, Leicester. I did well to work that out there. That's ours. Well done, Kraft. Well done.
He's got a point there, chump.
Well, we're not normally 2-0 up. That's a problem.
It doesn't happen often, yeah.
And we've been 2-0 up at half time, probably 4 times in the last 8 years or something.
West Ham were 2 up and a man up, weren't we? At half time.
Yeah. In fairness, it's 15 minutes. We're 15 minutes into the second half, and that's I said get through the first 15-20. Yeah, you stand a good chance, and that's what they've done. So far, they've done it.
Yeah, that's a third of the way through the second half, and it's if you concede that early goal, then panic really sets in, doesn't it? You kind of think, right. The second one's inevitable, but I just try and.
He's got to be brave on the ball.
Yeah.
That's what it is,
That's never Chris after tips, is it?
Good ball if he's onside.
I'm not too sure if he was.
That's one for the older listeners.
Good tell that. That's where I would expect better from him. Like, just don't foul him. Don't foul him. Hey, Christ, how did he get out of there?
I'm just hoping Ian hasn't put the hex on Kraft there.
Well, I don't think there's been a bad player on the pitch. I know, we're saying Kraft. Honestly, I can't say any of them haven't played well. You know what I mean? They've been all right. Oh, didn't get Mark started with Perez.
I'm with Jack there. I wouldn't say I love Perez, but I did like him.
I was a bit frustrated by him, to be fair. Like, shit.
I liked him for 2 or 3 months of the season. That was about it. Because that was the only time he turned up.
Yeah, I saw a stat, one of those graphic things the other day, and it was that Rondon and Perez were the first double act, if you want to call it that, like the first partnership to score 10 each in so many years. And it was like, it was Rafa's last season, but they were good. Like, And Perez did offer a lot, I thought, like, especially when Almiron came.
Yeah. I think sometimes for me, I think I just got really frustrated with him that, like, he'd get caught in possession or he'd go down too easy, or
he would.
I just get frustrated because I know he was good. I know he was a good player, and he'd do moments of magic, and then sometimes he'd just literally just get caught in possession or loosely give it away, and I'm like, for God's sake, like.
But at times his decision making was awful, and some of those times when he put a cross in, and it would go out like he would just like it was a shot. He would like absolutely twat it.
Yeah. My dad liked him. Like I used to have many arguments with my dad at the game about him, like, because my dad used to really like him. But I do agree with him.
That makes us think twice, mate.
I think that's the thing. Like I completely agree. Like with Rondon, and when Almiron came in, he was brilliant. He had an excellent 4 or 5 months.
Second half of the season, won it pretty much.
Yeah, but what most people forget.
What a ball that is!
Go on. Go on. Get in!
Get in here, beauty! You absolute beauty! It's the best, man. The best.
Oh,
the best.
Well,
we were asking for it, and we've got it. Oof.
That's the Ben getting a new shirt.
Dear me, Callum Wilson with the third. Look where we're coming from, man. Here as well.
From Richie is this ball from Richie, man.
What's this pass?
Well, I said you'll catch him on the break.
It's excellent by Wilson as well. The strength here.
Yeah, again, putting them under pressure. He does well there, like get around him and finish it.
Amazing.
Look at that ball, man. What a ball. You've got to say, like, Leicester have... I mean, I know we've had to finish them, but they have gifted us a couple of opportunities, haven't they?
They really have.
That's a good finish, though, taking it around him.
I mean, even the first goal, like, Willock, it's Oyuchu has a nightmare, but Willock does really well. That goal, I don't know who was the fullback who had a nightmare there, but maybe it wasn't Pereira, was it? But Wilson and Richie both do superb for it. It's one thing having a defence make mistakes, it's another thing capitalising on them. And that's one where, I mean, I don't want to give the bloke undue abuse.
He's robbed him again.
But I don't think Joe Linton scores that.
Definitely not, mate.
Backstick. Oh, dude.
I
guess I'm slightly ahead of you now, eh?
We're taking turns, just like
I'll pause for a second.
Like a marathon or something when you just take turns at the front each. What a result this could be.
I'm speechless. Like I cannot believe
it's just honestly been tremendous.
Doing this.
Go on, son.
I mean, this
give me wide.
Half hasn't on Richie lad. You're hanging on to it too long there, Saint.
It's a bad ball as well. That
was
like the last. I mean, the last 20 minutes of the second half hasn't been great, but we've just capitalised, haven't we? And just we've taken an opportunity when it's presented itself. Well done, Miggy.
Very well done.
Yeah,
on Perez as well. That.
Yep. Thank you very much. We'll take that. Sorry, my head is now.
And we love that. We love that. Yep.
Get him in the bilk.
He's flat out there.
Oh, he's absolutely goosed.
Knackered. He's never stopped, though, has he?
Nah. Oh, this is so much better. Richie, get up.
Alex is getting a little bit ahead of himself.
Even I'm going to splash out. Fuck your boiled rice, I'm getting fucking...
Go on.
Absolutely incredible.
Comments are coming in too quickly.
That's ours.
Yes, Joe Willock.
Well done. Come towards the ball, mate. Well done, Shelby.
Yeah, he's trying to. I think Danny Westcott about Richie maybe being manager one day. I mean, you never know how good a player's going to be as a manager. Like based on his, you just don't know how it's going to go, do you? But Richie's certainly he's a leader, isn't he? He seems to get the best out of the people he's playing with. A motivator, shall we say?
100%, yeah, it's 100%.
Something he talks about. He did a podcast during lockdown last year, and he talked about the fact that he does want to go into management, kind of when he hangs up his boots and stuff like that. So
yeah,
he wants to go back to.
That's lazy.
Wants to go back to Portsmouth, finish his career there, and then go into coaching and management.
He's been a great servant for us, mind.
I love him. Absolutely love him.
5 seasons now, and he's
he came in the championship season, didn't he? When we went down.
Yeah, he came that summer with Gail Hanley, Clark, countless others, loads of Hayden. I've been really impressed with him, and he's kind of changed his game because he certainly wasn't a wing back, was he? When he started, he played on the right hand side ahead of Yedlin.
Yeah, right wing, didn't he?
Yeah, and he wonderful right foot on him, left foot, sorry, on him.
Apologise for Daryl's potty mouth, but I agree.
The thing is, when we won the championship, did anyone sing that song all night? I didn't.
I was close on a few occasions. Alcohol may have been involved.
Might have sang at the Old George a few times, but
do you know what is weird and I think pleasing for me is that we've been fantastic, and Saint hasn't really had to do anything. Like normally, if we play well, it's all because of him. But we've collectively, there's other players that have really stepped up and played well, which is fantastic.
Leicester,
I don't know if they're just worrying about him, and then that's maybe given the others around, an opportunity, which we've seen where he gets 2 or 3 players on him, but I don't know, it's that central role. He never looks at his best for me when he's in that position. I much prefer him out on the left, or when he is through the middle where he's the only one to run at them with pace. But it's a weird. He's kind of is playing up as a 2 with Wilson, isn't he? But
yeah, it feels like when he's in the middle, he plays better with Joe Linton than with Wilson. Like we saw it at Anfield. I think West Ham at home rings a bell, because I don't think Wilson was back by that point, was he? Where he has kind of when obviously Wilson and Joe Linton are different players, so you've got a different player playing off them. So I don't know, maybe it doesn't quite work out for so much. But Chris,
what's Christmas off there? They've put the league table up 1,000 times. It's only been about Leicester.
It has.
Why not show the bottom? Because we were 17th a minute ago. Well done.
Get out! Ooh.
Unlucky. That's a hard one. Close him down, Shelby. Come on.
Wallace is contributing more now than he does when he's bloody presenting.
Miggy for me, Brian. Miggy for me, definitely Miggy. And Saint out left. Even though every time you speak to Saint says he wants to be 10, he wants to be through the middle, he thinks he's a better player. But for me, I'd put Miggy 10 and Saint out left every single day of the week.
You're right, Daryl. That was a little bit nasty.
It was.
You know what it is? That's Fabian Schürr's this week was no worse than that.
Oh, fuck. That is a bad one, that actually. To be fair.
There's no difference in that for me, to what we've seen with Schür.
I think that's worse than Schürr's, to be honest with you. He goes in with 2 feet.
Yeah.
It's a funny one, though, isn't it? If Shelby does that, he's probably off. Because remember, Shelby, for some reason, has this, I never really understand it, has this massive thing, doesn't he, about that he's hot-headed and gets sent off and that. He doesn't tackle, man. He literally hardly ever tackles. But for some reason, he had this almost like this meat row presence of every time he went near a player, everyone was like, oh my God.
It's a few times in the championship where it almost felt like had that Tiote thing, when you could see a Tiote fell coming from 10 yards away.
Oh, more before kick-off, you could see it coming.
You could.
God bless him.
Go on, Willock.
Well done.
Great pressure, that. Superb,
That's Power Fernandez. What else going on there? Oh, you're miles ahead, aren't you?
I must be.
You're miles ahead.
Joe Willock's just there.
Oh, but you already know what's happened, don't you? Man on! Hit it? No, I didn't.
Time-wise, I'm bouncing around all over the place here.
Is yours buffering and then all of a sudden becoming live?
It's kind of buffering, so I'm coming out and going back in. Not loads, every 20 minutes or so, maybe.
I'm on 72
That's lovely
minutes.
play, that, by the way.
30.
Oh, well played.
Play. What you on, Mark? Sorry,
72, 39,
What a ball!
40.
What a ball! Oh!
Oh, never.
It's 4.
It is.
It's 4.
No way. What was it?
Man. Oh, is he offside? Oh, he's not offside. It's in.
No.
I think it's in. Is it offside? Sorry. But it's in. Best in the world.
It seems really, really subdued, doesn't it? Because of how it happened. Nah, he's not offside at all there.
This is unreal, man. What a move that was. We kept the ball for absolutely ages. What a first touch.
Aye.
That pass was lovely. Touch.
Through his legs as well. Off the post.
Hey, honest to God, the whole move there was absolutely tremendous. The whole move. Mother of God, Julie. Ben Court was getting. Absolutely. Look at him here. Brilliant.
Lads, I cannot believe this is happening. 4-0.
This is like this is unbelievable.
Might as well get at them now. Just get at them.
I think David sums this up perfectly for me.
Aye, bob on.
But as I said, as well, we all said, sorry, not just me, is like there's players in the team that can really hurt the opposition. And you've just seen Miggy and Wilson there linking up like that. That's the damage that they can do to teams. The quality is there. This is Roger. Yeah, Roger's literally looked shell shocked there. He's like looking at his mate, going, "What the hell's going on here?" I
bet Rogers wishes he had said Steve Bruce was shit now.
Go on, Saint, get at him.
Mickey on the run again. Go on, put him through. Put him through.
Get it wide.
That's the thing with Saint, just holds on a little bit too long from time to time.
Oh, it's poor that.
Yeah, it is bad.
His hamstring's gone. His hamstring's gone.
Oh,
Willock's hamstring's gone.
Oh,
that's gone. That'll knock £10 million off his price at least.
It's literally snapped that. Got defended.
Oh, well blocked. Kraft as well. And Christmas. That's the end of him, then, isn't it? For the season.
He seemed to be stretching there. So I mean, it definitely looks like it's gone.
No,
but
could be cramp.
Then looking as if he's just cramping. Yeah.
That's
so yeah, you did say it would be 3 or 4 at the start of the game, didn't you?
I did. I was right. To be fair, like this is just. I mean, I think you may be right. Did someone say cramp there? I mean, he's still holding it. But
I think it's. I think it is. The fact he was trying to stretch it and stuff like that did look like crap. But
you cannot stretch a hamstring out like it.
Just don't risk. There's no point risking them with them. You just take them off anyway.
Yeah.
Just as a precaution. Just in case it is a little twinge.
Get your goal, kid.
This is I keep looking at the top left just to make sure that it is actually phone. I'm stunned, absolutely stunned.
Pardon me.
That last goal there, man. Honestly, if you watch it, we kept the ball for ages back to front, and then obviously then broke. You know.
Get out. Break.
How was your touch? Oh, well played. Oh.
No.
Good substitution just to play it safe, isn't it? There's no point risking him.
Oh yeah.
Even if it's cramped, just let him go and rest it.
I was going to say the game's won there. The game isn't won yet, but it's yeah. We've just been talking about how he's had him on the bench for a little while and getting him kind of back to even mentally getting him match fit again. Like that's the right thing to do for me. Like Longstaff's more than capable. He's not been very good last few weeks, but last couple of years actually. But
good point from Mark Bestie.
That doesn't. Leicester players got one on the FA Cup final. No, I totally forgot about that. Maybe that perfect timing for us. They play Man City because Man City are on for the treble, aren't they? Am I right?
Yeah, they're on for the treble, aren't they? Yeah.
I may be the odds because I mean, Christ, if they play like this again,
well, no, hold on. Haven't they just won the Carabao Cup as well? Is that the quadruple they're on for? I apologise. Didn't they just beat Tottenham, didn't they, that day? So they're in the FA Cup final. They're in the Champions League final. They've won the Premier League.
They mightn't be in the cup final in that case.
I don't think they are.
Because I'm sure they had bottled. Well, I said bottled. They had lost out one of them. I think it might be in the FA Cup. Chelsea, not Man City.
Yeah.
Brian.
I think. I mean, listen, possibly right, but what I'd also say is like maybe them have thought, how about lads, we're only playing Newcastle. Like, I know, no professional should do that, but like, I probably would if I was playing against Newcastle. Like, I'd probably be like, we'll be all right tonight, lads. You know what I mean? Go through the motions and we'll walk it. And in fairness, we've been at them, and they scored, haven't they? Oh, that's a great finish. That.
It's a good hit,
great finish. Oh yeah.
Is a very, very good finish. That.
That's what I'm blaming Neil JR for that. I just saw his message flash up on the bottom there, and I was thinking like, yeah, he can it. I was going to say the Broncos
he gets a little bit of bend on that, doesn't he?
I was going to say Dubravka should do better, but it's a great hit. That he can it.
It's a brilliant hit.
There's no stopping that. It's a great hit.
I'd say where's everyone? Like, how was he?
Yeah.
That's a guy. That's like Shearer against Holland, that man. Shearer against Holland, that.
It is a bit high. Good shout, Decker. Out the back post, same scoreline as well.
Oh, see you.
Get away from him. I've got to hope Tobias isn't like 4 or 5 minutes ahead.
I just don't shake yourselves, lads. Christ almighty, it's 4-1, man. Don't shake yourselves.
Just calm 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Come this way, that's it. Emil Kraft, foot on the ball.
Just relax it.
Absolutely fine, man.
That's it. Just keep the ball. That's it. Easy.
Touch them, Dubs.
Now there's a problem. Sorry. Christ. Oh, I've got away with that. Sorry.
Just be sensible. Just keep shape. Don't do anything stupid. Pick up your man. Pick up your runner. Don't let that greasy head get the ball.
Come on.
Just go tuck in. Go back to that 5. Get the 3 solid across the middle. Maybe drop Callum Wilson back slightly back almost into that number 10 role, and just let Miggy let Saint be up in front of him, just for that ball on the break. Just make ourselves difficult to play through for the last 9 minutes or so. And then if you get the chance to break,
the only chance they've had, isn't it? Really, that one chance, really, from I think in the second half, from what I remember.
In the second half, that is. The Broncos had very little to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw recently that Kasper Schmeichel's played more Premier League games than his dad now.
Really?
Feels absolutely mad. Schmeichel seemed to be on the scene for forever, man. It feels like it was like 20 years or something. Obviously, it wasn't.
Man City and Villa as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was in Villa in 2005, I think, because that's when Shearer scored that volley against him.
Oh, God. That's all right. Fucking hell. Actually, it's not all right.
Dear.
Oh, shit. That's all right. You're ahead of me, aren't you? You're ahead of me, aren't you?
You bastard.
Just. Here comes Joe. Joe for Saint.
Joe.
Saint, yeah. I'm on 83.
I'm on 83. No.
I'm only I'm about the same as you, Decker, and then second or two ahead of Bestie.
There's no point in pissing about changing it now. Let's just say it out.
7 minutes.
Just tighten up.
100%.
Big Joe. Joe with it, man. He's lush and he's just a good lad.
That's it. That's all you got to do. Win the throw-in. Yeah, well done.
That was 2002, 2003, Darryl, was it? Darryl, you know, it is Cheers what he was then, because it was the game I'm thinking of was the when Dyer and Boyer had the fight. Darryl, all right, so.
Oh, that's bad.
God.
Imagine if I hadn't scored them 2 goals and Leicester had scored there. Jesus Lord. I'd be absolutely panicking now.
Nippy bum time, wouldn't it? Nippy bum time.
But obviously that didn't happen, of course. We scored 2.
It's when Leicester get a second, that's when it gets interesting.
Surely, I'm touching wood and everything, but surely we can't even throw this away. Christ.
You would just think bringing Joe on, you'd be able to put a 4 across midfield, but he seems to be playing up alongside Wilson again as well.
No, he does. I wonder if he's able to hold the ball up, because he can do that. He can get a foot in the ball. And
yeah.
I'm not saying he's wonderful, but he's capable of doing that.
I honestly thought he would have came on the left side, stick Miggy over on the right. Oh, that's a ball. Oh, well done, Richie.
Did well, Richie, there. He did, yeah.
Yeah, he did do well there as well. He's always angry, isn't he? Always furious, man.
Always.
It's good to see, though. It's good to see. It just shows you that he's actually bothered about it.
Yeah. For a bloke that apparently doesn't want to be here and hasn't
watched number 8. Number 8. Christ. He was free there completely. Well done. Careful, he'll go down. Great cover in that, Kraft.
Well done, Kraft.
Yep, superb.
Switch on, lads, switch on. Stop the cross. All out.
That's a great question there by Phony McPhone Face.
When did we last win by this many? Well, if it stays 4-1, was it a 3-goal win? God.
West Ham.
That
was 3. We won 3-0, didn't we?
Oh, do you mean
like Oxford
away.
In the cup?
No, we got beat Oxford.
Didn't we away win first game of the season? Was that not 3-0 or something? Or 2-0? Or
2-0.
Oh, 2 was it?
Was it Cheltenham that would beat 7-1 earlier in the season?
Morecambe was like 7-0 or something.
Morecambe.
Yeah, but I suppose, how are you can't really count.
Yeah, in the league, though.
QPR in the championship.
Oh, God.
6-0.
Well. Lock him.
It's 4-2.
Oh.
Now I begin to worry, like.
Dear me.
We've got 25 minutes injury time and all here.
How do you... This is what annoys with this goal. You know what foot this kid is, right? You know he's left-footed. And there's 2 of them there. Push him out wide. Both of them let him come inside.
Dear me.
Oh, that dumb it that gets something in. It is.
It's pathetic defending that.
Deflection, isn't it?
Right, come on.
Right, lads, how are you, man? 5 minutes, man. Yeah. Just screw your heads on. Oh, God, Hendrick. Hendrick for Miggy. Oh, dear me. Oh, man, lads. Can it let this slip, man? Sensible, come on.
Shit.
It's not a popular substitution, is it?
No,
Miggy was looking a bit tired, like, if I'm honest, but I still would not do that substitution. That's the way Joe. You need Joe to get on the ball. I haven't seen him at all. I mean, that's his fault. I'm just saying we need to, he's on there. You've got to give him the ball. He should be fresh legs. Hold it up for her.
We've barely had a kick ever since he came on.
No.
Time to turn the phone upside down, I think. Just to...
Christ.
Oh, you're tight. Keep it tight.
Stop the cross.
Block it.
Yet again. Can't stop a cross. I know Dummett did well, but if Shelby's
standing
there,
off him, isn't it?
Yep, and stop that cross.
How are you, lads, man? God, do not throw this away. Get it up and out. Get it out. Why am I so nervous, man? Dear me.
I just keep watching the clock like every second.
Yeah.
I know, I keep checking as well, the guy.
Christ.
You're not the only one, Daryl. Get out.
Come on, work across.
That's tight. Come on, work hard. Go on, Hendrick, face up to him.
Watch the one wide.
Hustle.
There.
Close your angles down, Who's out left? Who's out there? Out here.
Oh, it's too soft, that Hendrick. Let it go. Let it go. Just let it go.
He needs a shout there, doesn't he? He needs a shout there.
Yep.
Oh, he does need a shout there as well, yeah.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Same as well.
To be fair, Dubravka, in my opinion, should be the one because he can see the game better.
Yeah, I think you're right, Decker. You're right.
Vardy there. Look at Vardy, by the way. Look at Vardy.
Back post, yep. Not even back post, but edge of the
Didn't get there, but
box.
Christ. Totally unmarked. Yes!
Well in.
Oh, he's given.
Oh,
that a free kick?
No, I think it probably is. It probably is. 4 minutes.
4. You've got to get a 92, haven't you? Really to be okay, I think. Get a 92, they're not scoring 2. Like, got to get a 92, and then you'll see it out probably.
Out.
Press.
On, lads.
Press.
Come on, Richie.
Oh, no. What a save.
Oh, what a save, Dubravka, lads.
Oh, it's Perez as well.
Save, Martin Dubravka. Oh.
They're just pumping it in here, like. Fucking hell, lads. Keep up. That's all right. You're fine. Right, take 3 minutes here. Take 3 minutes now to do this.
Unbelievable save that from Perez. Unbelievable save. Whoa, what a save that is, man. That was Perez not scored there.
Who does he get behind there? Who's at the back? Is it
Murphy.
He
He just stands totally still.
Yep,
He literally does a Shelby. Just like does this sort of like, I don't know, like, you know.
That's every bit as good as Schmeichel saving the first half. That
it is. No, I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, it is. There's certain moments in games, isn't there?
Aye. Again, I think Chris might be right there, man. The match.
Yeah, possibly.
Lots of shouts for it.
No, it'll be after that. And Liam, lad.
Yeah, it's good for him. That's better.
They're saying Newcastle could do that. I think Arsenal have done it before. Believe it or not.
Against the Hussai.
Exactly.
Get up. Right foot.
Just drive. Just drive. That's a free kick. Well done.
Free kick.
It's all I knew. Fine new.
That'll do you, Joe. Yeah, I think he said 92 minutes there. And 92 and a half by the time this gets taken. So
if you get 92 without conceding the third, you're out.
Joe did great there.
Yeah, that's it. They did very well.
Dear me. You think we'd at least try and waste a bit of time? Yeah, like get it out wide or something like that. He's never going
Shelby's going to blast. Shelby's going to blast this as high as you can imagine.
He's just going to blast.
Corner, we'll take that. Thank you very much.
He's got a corner.
And that is the game. Well done, lads. Fucking brilliant. Bit nervy towards the end, but you're rocking up to the Champions League side at home and Stone 4. We'll take it. How's the ankle now, PE teacher? Fabulous. Brilliant. Absolutely, Chris. Absolutely.
I think so. I mean, Fulham have got to win all their games now. If we get one more point, well that's it, mathematically.
God, Joe Howe. Bloody hell.
In the corner, man.
Oh, that's bad.
Joe was terrible, eh?
Shaped by Shelby as well. Well, mate.
Boom. Yep. Brilliant. Get up there, Fernandez.
Go on, Wilson. Go on, Wilson.
That's all right. That's all right. He's been excellent tonight as well, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, has I.
And yep, thank you very much. See you in a bit. Get in there, man.
Get in.
Get in.
I'll do
fantastic.
It.
Absolutely
there we go,
fantastic.
lads and lasses. Oof. Well, I did not see that coming. We made it difficult for ourselves towards the end, like.
Brilliant. Yes. Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing with that. Yeah, and Dean, lad. That's what I like to hear.
Yes, Dean getting amongst it.
Good point from Andy there.
2 more for Wilson. Yeah.
And he's playing for a terrible side when you think of it, but he just keeps plugging away, doesn't he? He gets the goals, lad. Well, fantastic.
There's a lot of calls.
Well, lads, we won you now. Get in. Yes, man. Get in.
Doris come to get involved with it.
Yep. Even the dog's coming to hear it. We won you now. Bastards.
It was a bit touch and go at the end. Put ourselves under a little bit more stress than we needed to, but you've got to be happy with that result, Bestie.
Fucking hell.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I would have before at one point when it was 0-0. I remember even before the game, I was going to say, "We all know what's going to happen tonight. We're going to sit here, be bored, and get beat 3 or 4 out." So to score 4 goals at Filbert Street, which which is always a hard place to go, a tight, compact little ground, and pretty much all but guaranteed safety. I mean, there was a point as well at 4-0. I was thinking,
look at that, man.
You know how in the WhatsApp group we always say when we play on a Friday night and get beat, at least it kind of spoil the weekend now. Like they kind of spoil the weekend, and we've won on a Friday night.
Yeah,
it doesn't get better than that.
Totally agree.
Well, I'm sure we can all get on board with this.
Come on then. Oh, I'm getting emotional now with this coming on.
I was blind.
God, them were the days, man, weren't they?
Oh, mate, aye.
See that sticker book there with Salty in that, man. Amazing.
Aye.
Just incredible. Incredible stuff.
No need for the John Major appearance in it, mind.
Great finish.
Right. John holds a Tory as well, so
yeah. Hey, we were the best, like, when we were back then. Like, I didn't care. Now I won now, but I didn't
unreal.
Care.
I've not watched this yet, but I don't understand how it can only be half an hour.
Really? Half an hour, is it?
Apparently so, aye.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be... Well, I can't really criticise documentaries about Newcastle in the 90s so much, like, but given that mine's been 5 years and coming out, but it feels like there's so much more that could do with it, like, than half an hour.
Well, I definitely agree. Absolutely. It should be a lot longer than half an hour, because let's be fair, it was an amazing time on it. But anyway, we'll go down memory lane another day. The lads did it tonight, though, right? In fairness, like,
oh yeah,
unbelievable. Totally. 2 defeats in 10, as Danny said there. That's some going, like, regardless of who we're here.
2 defeats in 10.
Well, we're 1-8 at one stage, obviously.
We had those draws, didn't we? Had a load of draws at the start.
Yep.
30 to 39 points. I think that's it. We're gonna have another season of really hating the team next year. Can't wait.
Yeah. I love when he does that salute, lad. He looks the man, doesn't he, when he does it? Absolutely. He finds the camera as well, which is mint, and he just looks so class. He's absolutely lush, him. Like,
he's mid.
He really is. Unbelievable. Fantastic performance. That.
Chris is asking a question.
I'm having me Chinese, so unfortunately I'll be out. But
Decker's after his boiled rice.
I've got to catch up with today's Top of the Pops 1990, so
I'll watch it if we win the league. If somehow it's doctored and we're not winning by the end.
So what do we think of that? Young Mono there is asking us, do we spend what will probably be all of our transfer budget on Willock?
I would probably rather try and get him on loan, and this is not because I don't want to sign him. I'm just thinking because money's going to be tight. If we could loan him for a full season and then spend it elsewhere, that would take that. I
think I'm the Deck as well. Deck, you'd like to think that there'd be money to get Willock and other people, but realistically, and like you said, historically, when Newcastle, I say doing all right, 13th now, but we're shite still. We don't spend money in the summer that often, so I think if you spend £20 million on Willock this summer, you don't get many more players in. So yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Where realistically, what difference would it make getting him in for £20 million? As well, fucking hell, just shite.
I mean, obviously, if that's the case, if you would hope you've got more than 20. If the rumours are 20 million, right? That's the rumours, yeah. True.
So. Yeah.
I would love to just sign him. He's our player, and then would have more money to run at someone else. But I'm just looking at the negative side that Ashley won't do that, and it'll be your budget's 20 million. And if it is, do you want to blow it on one man when is the other areas of the field you should probably strengthen or look to strengthen? That's my only concern.
So also big shouts, obviously in the summer for William to come back, Williams, and also Armstrong gets a lot of talk about bringing him home. Ivan Toney as well, the other one.
I'll take Toney ahead of Armstrong, right? But then with Wilson, if Wilson stays fit, then at what point did Toney and Armstrong kind of come in? I think if Wilson stays fit, then Armstrong's more the one that you bring in. But even then, I remember Benitez saying that Armstrong, aside from goals, doesn't offer a massive amount. That might have changed. I've not watched Armstrong for a long time now, but if you've got Callum Wilson up front, is Armstrong offering enough to kind of take a place up? I'm not too sure.
I don't think
that ship sailed.
I think so.
I don't think he's got the physicality or the pace for the Premier League for me. Like,
he's pretty quick, isn't he? I always thought Armstrong was quite a rapid customer.
No, I think like obviously at the level, he's had a couple of injuries as well since he's been away at Blackburn and stuff like that, and I think he probably looks reasonably quick at that level, but when you're stepping up into the Premier League, it makes all the difference. I mean, I can remember the couple of games he had here at home where I remember there was one game he came on and he basically got put through more or less 1-on-1 with the keeper at the Gallowgate end, and he did get away from the defence, but I don't know whether he's got that in his locker now.
Yeah. I must admit, I've not watched him enough to kind of have a real opinion. Toney's, out of the two, I think Toney's definitely the better player. Like.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But we definitely didn't see that one coming, did we? What a way to spend a Friday night in some fantastic company. So thanks to everybody that's been in the comments all night. Thank you for joining us, for coming along on this journey. It was quite the emotional roller coaster to those last kind of 10 minutes from going 4-0 up and then ended 4-2. But it's been
that's the Newcastle United we love, man. That's what we love. That's what we are.
But if we have a full goal head start every game, I'll take that. Like,
why, man? I like the old days.
Bad with it. So, But thank you for everybody for tuning in and joining us for this evening's watch along. It's been great fun as always. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. It's definitely been a more enjoyable watch along and another one for us to win. So just do us one more favor before we do go and hit that like button. Give us plenty more comments. Give her a share. If you haven't become a member, this is the content that you're missing out. Massive things coming from the channel. So get on board, like the videos, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done. But there's only one way to end a performance like that, and that's with some magical words. So, Decker, for the final time tonight, it's over to you.
We won you now. Get in. Yes. Get in, lads. Brilliant.
That's it. We won you now. And thank you for everybody for joining us. And we'll see you next time. We'll be back soon. Cheers. Good night.
All the best. Get in, man.